Okay, so now we're going to be going over how to draw the raised fist symbol for the Black Lives Matter movement. So as I mentioned, we only have the simple shapes, um, the simplified shapes, sorry, of a fist. We're going to start one with the larger shape, and then after that, we're going to refine it into those simpler shapes. Okay. So overall, I mentioned that it's kind of a circle, right? We have this diagonal, and then this rounded area here, and then it goes up, and then it goes kind of straight here, right? So this is the overall shape of the hand when it's in the fist. Then we have this kind of rhombus square-ish shape below it, okay? And that's pretty much our simple shapes. Um, Just the proportion, right? This bottom shape here is about 2/3 the total height of the top shape. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the thumb. The thumb is not necessarily uh, one specific type of shape, like I can't name it necessarily, but I can see that it kind of divides about here. Um, the end is kind of this rectangular triangle, right? Pointed rectangular triangle. And then we have a bit of the like crinkle right here on your thumb, and then it's kind of a straight line down, okay, like so. Then this is kind of a white triangle there, right? This line kind of, oh, sorry. Then we're gonna move on to the next finger. So this finger, notice that it's a little bit off the very tip of the thumb. Okay, it's a rectangle. Then the next shape is gonna be another rectangle. This one goes a little bit past because the thumb kind of doesn't cover it anymore. But you see that it goes down here into the palm of it. Okay. Then the ring finger, which goes to the same length as this bottom triangle here. It's another rectangle. Okay, notice here that the width of each of my fingers is about equal, right? It's gonna be really important that we keep that in mind, or else you get some that look bigger than others. Here I have my pinky, right? Just closing in on the very end of the fist. Okay, so I have this side here is actually a little straighter than I have it, so I go down and then it curves out a bit, um, and then it comes back in. Sorry, mine's a little bit too high up. You know, to see when those turns happen. This is kind of using the same skills that we've been practicing, right? There we go. Pretty much just gonna finish, just gonna add in a few of the details that come with it. The bottom wrist here is pretty much done. I'm just gonna finish closing off these shapes. So, right, it for the line portion. Okay, now we just need to fill it in. Remember that this symbol represents the African American movement, African American strength of Black Lives Matter. So we need to fill in the entire thing with black. And if you don't have a marker, that's okay. Uh, just use a pencil, right? The harder thing about this here is some of these lines, you're gonna wanna leave a little bit of space. That's how you create white lines, right? So you leave a little bit of space in between, like I've done here, and that's gonna create that that's gonna distinguish one shape from another shape. I know we're used to drawing in black and making lines in black, but if we just build everything with, you would be able to see all these different shapes that we put in there, right? So here I'm going to do this shape, and I'm going to show you compared to the thumb here, right? We compare it to the thumb, like so. I'm just going to fill this in and see how that index finger stands out when I leave that white line there, okay? And even this section here, like this, the wrinkle, like this area of your hand, right? That is going to be left white to contrast or stand out against the overall black shapes in this picture. And the reason I'm able to reproduce this like this is because of how simple the artist made it, right? I told you that the simpler the easier it is to reproduce it, and that's really important. That way your message can be echoed and reproduced as well. So this is an example of a very successful symbol. Now you know how to draw it too. Okay, so at this point, it's just coloring each of this. Down here, I'm leaving a little bit of space again for the bottom of the finger. Leaving space between these fingers here. And we'll see what I'm doing once I'm done with this. Okay, so here, right, I have two fingers, and rather than having a black line in the middle, it's a white line because the rest of the shape is black. I'm not hand raised or anything like that. That's why it needs to really stand out and pop against these black shapes. Leave. That's okay. Hopefully it doesn't become too big of a problem. Can't really erase with this pen or with this brush. It's gonna stay percent. It's fine. Pencil's fine. Pen is fine. It's just gonna take a little bit longer, and you might have some issues with smudging. You know, maybe that's what you want. I don't know. It's your sign. You know? So there you go. We created these. There's some differences. However, the gist is correct, and it is the same. I see that this shape is a little bit sharper. Okay, that's how I draw a symbol.